speak with an English accent.
What's up, guys? This is Mark.
And this is Devon.
And you are now tuned in to Vibe LA.
Vibe LA, really to take over the fucking city. Let's do this, Mark. Let's go.
Vibe LA, episode 11. Let's go.
Whip on your equipment.
Cool whip.
On your equipment.
Okay, enough of this. Anyways, so let's kick it off right. Yeah, I recorded that. You didn't know. Anyways, The Bachelor. Dude, let's talk about The Bachelor. What a character.
I kind of respect the shit out of this guy. I like him.
He's like, hey, you know
Nobody
what?
likes him, but I like him.
I want to marry you. Just kidding. And then comes back 5 minutes later. Are you okay?
Honestly, well, no, he's kind of a weirdo. I mean, who sits around literally for 5 minutes?
Still crying.
How long was it? It was like 2-3 minutes. He's just sitting there staring at her crying. And then she's like, can you go? And then one of my friends, Alex, she's actually like, she got like 1,000 shares almost on her Twitter for the first time ever because she usually gets like 2. Alex, hey, listen in. Anyway, so she posted this thing. She's like, he's apparently a race car driver and doesn't get the word go.
And she got 1,000 shares?
She got so many fucking shares. She was trending for The Bachelor, which is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. Well, good on you, Alex.
But honestly, Devin, what would you do? I mean, let's say that you're on The Bachelor. Actually, no, let's switch it. The Bachelorette. And some amazing woman that you think is the one tells you, Devin, I want you to be the one for me.
Wait, so I'm like one of many guys?
Yeah. And you're like, I really want you, Devin, to be mine. Can you support me? Can you do this with me? Can you love me the way I love you? And then you say yes, and there's so much love. And then all of a sudden, like a few days later, she's like, oh, actually, you know what, Devin? I'm sorry. I'm going with the boom mic guy in the show.
Well, that's cool. That means I'm the new Bachelor, right?
Oh.
Well, yeah, because the way it works is like if you're, I mean, at least all the fucking seasons I've seen, if you're the one that loses, like, and you're one of the losers, but you're like one of the most dramatic of the losers or the one that causes the most controversy, you're getting invited back and you're going to become the new Bachelor / or Bachelorette. And I mean, you get paid like $100,000. In addition to that, you get to fucking do an entire show on your own.
I wonder how much that's taxed, though. So you get like 70,000?
Well, probably same rate. I mean, I would write it all off anyways, though, because I'm getting to meet new clients, right?
That's hilarious. Dude.
IRS, I love you. No.
We're sponsored by the IRS.
No, that would be fucking lit, though. Imagine.
That would be cool. Okay, so but anyways, though, let's talk a little bit more about this. All right, so give me a situation here. Give me a situation. I'm the Bachelor. Okay, go.
Okay, you're the Bachelor. Wait, let me see. Hold on. Bachelor, that means you have like 8, 9, 12 girls coming after you?
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. What do you do? So, I mean, like,
sounds expensive.
Are you looking for like to settle down? Because you got to get married at the end of this. You got to get on one knee and pop this question.
Yeah.
Except for our last guy, because he was just a weirdo. But you're down to do that in 8 weeks?
Give me the scenario. Say I'm the Bachelor. I signed up. I got the part. I'm going in.
Okay. So you got, obviously there's the 2 girls that are just there for fame, like genuinely just there to get on Instagram. They conned everybody in. Okay. So you could probably pick those out. You know, well, you're not that intelligent. So you'll probably wait like 6 weeks to fucking cut the last 2 of them
I might
out.
end up marrying one of those.
You may, but you know what? That's what love is in LA in our modern times anyways. Okay, so so then you have popping the stats in there. All right, so then you have another like 8 or 10 like girls that are like semi-serious, just looking for like love. I don't know even what I mean. Like I don't know. I would never want to be like one of the.
This is a long situation.
I know this is a long situation. I mean I don't know. What do you want your situation to be? Okay, so you're down to like 2, and I guess let's put it around to the last one. So you fall in love with these 2 beautiful, smart, intelligent, well-rounded girls that are not jealous and everything. I feel like I'm talking about a unicorn here.
Catch that unicorn.
Catch that unicorn and lock her down. I mean, what do you do? Like, if let's say you find 2, like, what are you going to do?
Well, I would tell them, I would say, look, I never mentioned this in the show, but like religious reasons require me to have 2 wives.
Require you? Okay.
Yeah. It's my own religion.
Okay. How do you feel like, what channel is it on again? How do you feel the channel that's supporting the show is going to feel about you saying that?
They might be like, Mark, you can't do that. And then I'll be like, okay, fine. So then what I would actually really do is not do that, but I would actually really just probably bring them home to mom.
Well, you do. You get a chance to do that.
But again, though.
Again?
With the 2.
Okay.
Like, I really, really
Do you think your mom's a good judge of character?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. And then I would kind of have my own decision in my heart. And I would want my mom to be able to reflect on that and tell me who she really thinks is the one that I should bring home for good. And then I would reflect on that. And yeah, I'd probably just marry them both.
Sorry, guys. What?
I just want to find true love. That's all. I'm here. I'm applying right now for The Bachelor. Season
39.
39, Mark Rader for the run-up.
All right, I'm done with this. Let's spill over. I want to get talking about fashion. You know, this is one of my biggest, I'm huge into fashion. I don't know about you. Would you like fashion?
I love fashion.
Okay. Style, looking good. You look good. You feel good. I think Mark had mentioned that once before.
You feel good. You feel great.
So who do we have in the studio, bro?
All right, so look, we got the photographer for No Etiquette. We got a new up-and-coming producer that we're working with. We also have a fashion guru of Los Angeles. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Spencer Hardie.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for what? We can't hear you on the mic.
You got to get a little closer, son.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Take your first kiss. Dude,
Nice and wet.
thank you for coming down, bro, all the way down from LA, even though we're here in LA. So thanks for coming down to our studio.
Yeah, of course.
Took you like 40 minutes to get here to drive across the
Don't you live
405.
at the Avalon?
I basically live there, yeah.
We talked about that in one of our podcasts. There's like so many famous people.
Our podcast?
Podcast.
I love it. So, bro, top line. I just want to like give a little context. So, I originally actually met you like a few weeks ago. Mark's known you for a while, but we were just like talking about fashion for like 2 hours and like what's going on in LA right now. Do you remember that?
I do.
We're like getting ready to go out. Like everyone's drinking. We're just on the couch, like literally having a beer, like just talking style, fashion, like what's hot right now. Gotta say, man, I respect your style. I mean, what do you think about the fashion scene overall in LA right now? Like, what, like top line? What are your thoughts?
I think there's a lot going on. You know, it's a lot of fashion nowadays is really like casual and basic, but still kind of carries that, that brand that really makes.
What brands do you like?
I think a lot of the ones I do like are stuff like Off-White, Supreme.
What is it about those that you really like? Is it just like the popularity behind them? Is it their logos? Is it just the overall hype about them? What's going on?
I don't know. When I look for fashion, I kind of look for what my style would be. But I think a lot of it for me is logos, and a lot of popularity behind it. And I didn't know what Off-White was until, I saw it with Boys Noise collaboration, and that instantly made me want to like get it.
Boys Noise?
Yeah, he has a collaboration with Off-White.
I love Boys Noise.
That's intense. So, bro, LA overall is like pretty seated as like one of the fashion capitals of the world. I mean, brands like Philippe Plein, Saint Laurent, Paris is now like kind of headed up out here. With Yeezy, so like all the Kanye West brands, Calabasas, you have Amiri, really identifying with like the LA culture, and they've grown out in the area. So, but mainly you identify, I guess I would say, with like the street culture, Hypebeast kind of vibe. So break it down. I mean, what is just, at the base of it, what is a Hypebeast?
Being on top of all the, biggest trends, like when the new Supreme drops, the new Yeezys, being way ahead of that before other people, I guess.
Okay, I feel it, man. And so what do you have to do to like stay on top of this? How do you stay in the loop with, I guess you want to be on top of what's going to be next, right?
Yeah, it's all about the reseller apps, the blogs, just kind of seeing where fashion's going. And Reddit and Instagram are definitely other big ones. Hypebeasts, I think, create that whole sense of streetwear. I mean, without Hypebeasts, would anybody really want those Supreme pieces or those fucking Supreme crowbars and the Supreme, razors and shit?
I feel you, bro. And like Supreme, the lines are going out around the door. So for those of you who don't know what Supreme is, it literally just says Supreme. It's in a like red box with white letters. But people go ape shit over this. Like, have you ever been in one of the lines?
Yeah, I have, and they only let a couple people in at a time. And some of these box logo hoodies, it's so simple, but people will pay $800-900 for them.
How do you find out about when they're going to be dropping things at the stores?
Reddit and Instagram are definitely huge influences for me. Word of mouth, friends in the industry, that kind of thing.
That's tight, man. And as far as do you have any, celebrity artists, maybe some people in hip hop or the music industry that you follow and recommend, to our listeners tune into to kind of keep in touch with what's trending and what's going to be being hot really in the future?
Definitely Migos. They definitely stay on top of their shit. A$AP Ferg, that kind of whole crew, but definitely Boys Noise. Seeing that collab with Virgil Abloh's Off-White kind of, cemented that in for me, especially being like wanting to be in the music industry, and seeing that crossover of fashion and music to me was huge.
So with that, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of parallels between, fashion and the entertainment industry. I mean, where do you see streetwear fitting in? Is there like a specific genre, or, maybe, some, parallels that we can kind of point to that, you feel really make an impression on, what's trending in fashion, or maybe even the other way around?
I think maybe just living in LA kind of makes people, they see their peers and they see big people in the industry wear that kind of stuff. And it seems geared more towards, I don't want to say like just the EDM industry or the rap industry, but that kind of it's kind of what it feels like, and they all just,
Work off each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what do you recommend? I mean, if you have somebody who's like maybe new to the area and they're looking at, let's say they're out from the Midwest, they're wearing their Levi's and they're, just
skin leather boots
and their cowboy hat and their, wife beater.
Straw in there.
How do you how would you, if you were to like hang out with them, be like, yo, here's what you got to do if you want to not be cool, to fit in, but you want to be yourself. But how would you recommend they find out about kind of staying on top of, what's hot and kind of assimilating with the culture out here?
Just looking around Instagram.
Sorry, I'm really fucking with Spencer right now. Just really giving him a hard time. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just kind of, seeing stuff on Instagram and the Reddit and all those, if you like music like me and Mark do and Devon, and you just kind of see what your favorite artists are wearing, and it kind of just, you want to be like them and you want to wear what they wear, you want to afford what they can afford.
They're actually coming out eventually here with the creators who made the lines on the Weather Channel. Whenever you look at the weather, they have the lines going across the screen. They have in football and sports, they have the lines for the 50-yard line and all the writing on the screen that looks like it's on the field. They're actually creating a software that basically is a service for any advertisements. If you like something that the person's wearing, or it's in the video, you can click on it and it takes you to a shop and takes you to where that item is and where it's sold, and it's actually pretty cool.
No way, that's fucking sick.
Yeah,
man.
well, I mean, it's kind of low key, so I probably shouldn't have said that.
Well, no, they've tried a few of those in the past. I mean, I think execution, it comes down to, it's a lot of kind of archiving, all of content, which is difficult to do, and it's going to definitely improve over time. I think that's the future, because ultimately the trendsetters, the ones that we and the masses are following, are, the big celebs, the, people that are kind of setting the industry standard of what's cool. I mean, obviously, would you agree it's important to have your own style, but kind of, make it relevant and make it kind of fit in, but also have your unique edge as well.
And that's what I was going to say too. I mean, if we have apps like these, then it kind of culls the, the uniqueness and having your own sense of style, and everyone, I think, eventually will have about the same style, and it kind of gets rid of, people dress really well to express themselves and have that uniqueness, and I mean, I think that kind of takes it away, having apps like that.
Cool. So where do you shop and get most of your pieces?
StockX is a great reseller. Grailed. I
like Grailed, yeah.
Yeah, I bought my my Yeezys and my Supreme stuff all from StockX, and they verify it and they send it to you really quick. And I heard about it through a friend, and super trustworthy and helpful. And
so what is Grailed and StockX? Can you basically break it down in a couple sentences real quick?
They're just resellers that.
Whoa, too much, dude. Way too much information.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark.
Agreed. No, so they're resellers, but are they, when you say resellers, are these people that, have purchased the clothes before and they're just reselling them? They're aggregators of collections, or are they stores? How what are they?
I guess you would say it's a company that buys all of these things at possibly retail. They have people sit on that stuff and wait till they can buy it at retail, and then they resell it for, to make a profit. And most of the time, it's not too much more, but as long as they're making some money and we get what we want.
I wonder if they have any insiders giving them exclusive pieces.
They have to. They have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you? I mean, if I wanted to go on Grilled or StockX, could I sell my own stuff? Let's say I bought, I don't know, a pair of Yeezys. I'm not gonna buy Yeezys. Let's say Saint Laurent boots or something. Could I? And let's say I wore them out. I rocked them for a good 6 months. If I wasn't really feeling them anymore, could I Could I sell my stuff on there?
Most of the time, I know StockX doesn't really buy stuff like that. Most of it's dead stock, and for those of you who don't know, dead stock is basically new in the box, maybe tried on, but other than that, it's pretty much new. And So I wouldn't, stuff like that you'd already worn, maybe not so much.
What about Grail?
It's a high-end reseller, similar to eBay. Picture Buffalo Exchange on steroids. They sell these things called grails, which are essentially highly sought-after items like YSL boots or...
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I get a lot of my stuff on there. I sell some stuff on there, too. I'm actually just familiar with Grailed in general. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like a Grail is something, like you said, that's highly sought after. They tend to be more expensive pieces that, people are not going to have 500, 600 Grails like they may have 500, 600 Hanes shirts. But, it's...
Check this, though. Check this, too.
What?
Check this. So I heard that this one guy was doing fraud on Grailed, and the company actually went after him. And it's actually such a reputable company that they fined him on his PayPal. They actually... His
put a hold on his account,
his account was
basically, yeah.
negative, and credit card companies were coming after him for the money, like collections, because he sold a fake item, which is huge. I mean, to have that much pull on PayPal, it's a very reputable company.
Exactly. So, I mean, this company, like, looks after your ass. Like, I mean, I never thankfully had any experiences like that. I know a couple of people that have. And basically what happens is, there was this guy who sold, it was actually it was a Givenchy, which is like a high-end brand, jacket. It was like a bomber. And so he sold it, but it was fake. And so my friend who bought it from him, reported it to Grailed as fake. They looked at the item. They actually went into this guy's PayPal and charged him a collection on his account so that he had to give the money back. Otherwise, literally his assets were fucking, he was fucked. Like this, they came after him and basically, yeah. They cover your ass. They take a percentage of the sales, so it's like, eBay does. But it's basically just like for high-end goods. It mainly caters to men. Obviously, we're going to do another segment kind of on, more women's fashion as well. But it's definitely something to check out. You're able to find a lot of pieces that you may be seeing. A lot of these, crazy clothes that a lot of your celeb people or, people you follow on Instagram are wearing. And get them for fucking steals, like, 30, 40, even more % off. So I definitely recommend it.
But it's good that they do that. I mean, I'm not buying this shit if it's not, authentic. That's my biggest fear is buying a pair of shoes like Yeezys or an off-white jacket and having it be fake, and it's good to go after those people.
Completely. So, bro, like in general, I mean, do you think like streetwear is here to stay? Do you think this is kind of a fad? I mean, I know it's been around somewhat since the 80s, but do you see it like really continuing into the future?
I think streetwear in general will be around forever. It's just one of those things that I just think will never die. But maybe the trends in streetwear and, the brand names will change. But streetwear itself, I think, is here to stay.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, hey, I want to thank you, along with Mark, so much for joining us on today's show. Very educational. Definitely, if you guys want to connect with Spencer and get some tips on fashion or kind of advice, where can they follow you? Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at SW Hardie.
But you're more active on Twitter, huh?
Yeah, I'm all over Twitter at Spencer Hardie.
Do you follow Donald Trump? That's why I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he's the most active person on Twitter.
All right, guys. Well, speaking of which, let's segment over to some No Etiquette information because Spencer and I and Devon have to go over to the Tipsy Goat because No Etiquette's DJing and Spencer has to take some photos and also jump on the decks. He actually is coming out with a remix for a Lil Uzi Vert song. It's actually pretty sick. And anyway, so No Etiquette, last week was a big week for us. We hit 13.6 thousand plays on one song, like 12.5 on another song, and just dropped a new one. That 2012 one, it's on SoundCloud now. And we sent it over to Cannibal Records, which is Black Tiger Sex Machine's label. They hit us back saying they want to play it in their shows, and it's pretty sick. So we're going to go to Beyond Wonderland next weekend and see if he's going to play it, which would be absolutely insane. And we're going to keep you posted next week on how the track went, and we're really looking forward to the results. A couple of other DJs reposted our song, so it's just kind of just taking off, man. It's really good. Really excited about it. And we're going to drop another song right now. Actually, this next song, what do you think, Devin? The one for the YouTuber? Or should we do a harder one?
Did we do 2012?
Did we do that in the last one? No, we
What?
didn't. We didn't do that in the last one, did we?
No.
No? Yeah, all right, let's drop the newest one. We're going to drop in our new track, 2012. Super awesome. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys. Vibe LA stepping out.
Let's go!
all this bubblegum shit nowadays? I miss the hard shit. 2012 was the year of the hard shit. You had dog blood, you had knife party. Man, that shit was awesome. I wanna bring it back to that hard shit. That 2012 fucking hard shit. Fucking hard shit. 2012 fucking hard shit. 2012 was the year of the hard shit. You had dog blood, you had knife party. Man, that shit was awesome. I wanna